welcome back to BitByBit for another coffee break video. Today we are giving our best bad game pitches. So basically it's like game ideas that we have that we maybe recognize aren't that great, but like still really want to talk about because in our hearts we know they're really good. We're just going to sort of explain what those are for you guys today. And Jen, I'm going to go ahead and ask you first. What's your first bad game pitch?
Okay, I think I'll go with the really bad one to open up with. So my first bad game pitch, and I think both of us hope to write these up for Bit Cultures because they let us do whatever we want, even though they shouldn't. But my first one would probably be an episodic video game that's also like kind of a sim of R.Kelly's Trapped in the Closet series. Maybe like modded a little bit so that's not so like offensive to everyone because if you've listened to it, it's got some really questionable social content. But yeah, I want to do that. So then it'd be like it would be the equivalent of like, you know how movies can get adapted into different mediums get adapted into other mediums. So I would want some tweaks to it, but it would still have like, you know, the rhyme scheme part of it, and you'd have like just different, you know, dialogue options for things, and they could lead into different stories. So it'd be kind of like a spin-off of like a reimagining of R.Kelly's Trapped in the Closet, with like different ways things can go. That's what it would be. And it would be episodic. So I don't know how many episodes it would be. I don't think it would be as long as the actual R.Kelly's Trapped in the Closet because it's a lot of things. But right. something like that. So that'd be my first one.
So do you imagine it kind of being like Life is Strange, like One Night Stand Simulator? Those kind of choices and dialogue options? And
yes. Yeah. It would basically be that. So it would be if Square Enix made Life is Strange. Yeah. Like I think I'd want Square Enix to make this. You know, it has to be done in Unreal Engine, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, so it would be kind of like that, basically. But the whole thing would rhyme because it's a hip opera.
Right, so hip opera, that's the best thing I've ever heard. And just for everyone here maybe watching who doesn't know, maybe go into it a little bit.
So R.Kelly's Trapped in the Closet, I wish I'd prepared a little more to be able to describe this. Basically, so R.Kelly made what he kind of calls a hip opera. I believe the term was also used prior when Beyonce did something similar, and she called it a hip opera. So that basically just means it's not really so rap. It's like rap adjacent. Because it rhymes, but it's not really like rap in the traditional sense. And it's so it's kind of like hip hop R&B style of music. And the reason it's like an opera, or at least like he describes it as an opera, is because like it's very dramatic, over the top, and is like elongated, and has like a lot of players or characters in it. I don't really know anything about opera, so I don't know why R.Kelly decided to call it a hip opera. But it's basically it. And the way it goes, you can look it up on YouTube or anywhere else. There's like a bunch of episodes at this point, but it started off kind of interesting, and then it just got like the stories got stupid. But I mean, you could argue it always was, but like it starts off with him like being in. I forgot if he starts off in the closet. I don't think he does. He's like with this woman, and then he realizes that she's like, "Oh, my husband's like coming home," and he's like, "Oh my god!" And then she's like, you know, hide in the closet. Not unlike in Life is Strange, you also hide in the closet.
It's true. Well, you can.
Yeah.
If you'd like to.
Yeah, you could hide in the closet. I hid in the closet.
Me too.
In Life is Strange. Did you come out to help with Chloe's dad? I didn't. I just chilled in there.
I think I stayed in. Yeah.
I stayed in there. Yeah, I thought it'd be worth working out. But anyway, so you're in there, and then like the husband comes home, and then he's like looking for. He's like, I hear something. And he like is looking around for this other man. You're in the closet, and then you take your gun out in the closet. It gets very it gets very dramatic, and then he's like, I have secrets to reveal too, and then like it ends up, spoilers if you didn't watch episode 1, like he's actually cheating on his wife with like this one guy, so like his lover comes to the apartment.
How's he even gonna be mad?
And well, I don't know. It's like just a lot of just. I think he like maybe already knew she was cheating and decided to cheat. I don't know. It's very dramatic, okay. and then it turns out that like I think R.Kelly's character might also be getting cheated on. There's like a police officer that like pulled him over, and it's like very like dramatic and over the top. So that's basically what it is. So it just goes episode by episode, and you like learn about like different characters and like their relation to the storyline and how everything's all interwoven. So it's like a little interesting, and then it just gets stupid. But I think I once watched like I watched all like the canonical ones at one point, like all together, and then like he released a bunch of other ones, and they just got like more and more ridiculous as the time went on. But yeah, so that's what the game would be.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'd play that.
Yeah, I definitely would
pitch
play
that game to me. I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's spend the weekend doing that.
I really want that. That's why I really want it to exist. It would be so dumb. I don't know if it could not exist for copyright issues or anything, but I want someone on itch.io to make this game.
Yeah. Now that's super strange. I don't think I've ever heard anyone pitch a game like that before. Or I've never heard of a game existing like that, but I guess there's a whole wide world of like weird games that I've never experienced, so it could still happen.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm rooting for you. Yeah, I feel like my game definitely couldn't exist for copyright issues. But like currently the thing I'm most obsessed with as far as like game pitches. Okay, so here's the deal. It's called The Simians, and it's The Sims, but with monkeys. So it's like, imagine a world where, like Planet of the Apes, where, all the monkeys are apes. I don't even like know scientifically what the difference between monkeys and apes is. I know there is one, but like, just go with me, okay? And so it's like Planet of the Apes, and like in one of the older movies, I don't remember which one, so, because I just watched one of the old ones when I was a kid. In one of the older ones, there's the guy, he goes off into space, I think to find his monkey, like it got sent into space before him or something like that, and he ends up on a different planet, and there's the apes, and they've been like harvesting like people, and they have them as pets in their homes and as like servants and things like that. I don't know if you ever watched that one when you were younger or not.
I don't think I've ever seen any of these.
Okay, well the old one, the one I'm talking about, is very very dissimilar from the current contemporary Planet of the Apes. But I'm imagining, kind of like that older style one where the apes have the run of the planet.
Right.
And they're living very domestic, human-style lives, okay? So they've got their mansions, their politics, their style, the fashion, the ambiance, everything, and, like, it's very interesting. And so I'm thinking in that game it would work very much like The Sims. You get it, because the Simians, okay? So it would work very much like The Sims. And so you get to design your character, pick their hair color, how their body looks and everything, and their personality traits, what their favorite food is. So you can go past, like the basic answer of like bananas, like you could pick like maybe different things that like different kind of monkeys like have in the, like I don't know, they have to do some research making this game on like what kind of food different monkeys like. And you can pick all that kind of stuff, and then you'll get the very interesting genetic lines, because in The Sims you can go see your family tree. So you'll have like the when you first started the game, I was playing this guy named Todd, and I married someone named Daisy, and we had these kids, and then Daisy's third child, Martha, married some guy named Ted, and like all these other things happening. You can see the whole family tree and like who's related to who and like cousins and stuff like that. So you'd have it with the monkeys too, but it'd be more interesting because there's different species of monkeys, and so like maybe you're also going to be having like new species of animals that come about because of the cohabitating, and like I don't know, it's just really great. And then the DLC comes out, and it's the Simians' pets, and your pets are humans.
That's cute.
Yeah, because they have the Sims Pets expansion, and you get dogs and horses and cats and things like that. But this time it'd be humans.
It'd be cool if you could. I don't know like anything about The Sims really, but it'd be cool too if you could somehow like transfer over characters. I don't know if that'd be like a thing you could. I don't know anything about making games.
What do you mean?
Like, what's the latest Sims that came out?
Sims 4.
So like, if you have a character in Sims 4, they can like be like transferred over as a pet character.
I bet you could
like,
do that.
That would be really cool, because then it would all like kind of tie in together. But yeah, okay, yeah, I would. Well, when you pitched this in my apartment earlier, my brother was down for it. Like, he said, "Well, it seems. I mean, like, it's interesting. It like takes an interesting spin on it." I think what's funny about both of our first initial examples for these are they both like kind of like I don't know, it like steals interesting material and then like reinvents it in the form of like games we've like been really into in the past, or I think could like take a good angle on it. So yeah, I haven't played any Sims yet, but that sounds interesting. I like the pets part especially.
Yeah, me too.
Where it's like it all comes full circle into like Sims canon. So I thought that was pretty cool. But my next one up, I think I'll do like my quick in-between one, and then I'll do like my last one, and then you can do yours. Because I didn't want all of mine to just be like because I realize now that I'm like looking at my notes that I'm like, well, I have like these two really hood examples, and I want something. I don't want to just like fit into some stereotypes. So I'm gonna do my fulcrum one, and there are two like DLC ones. And one of these is Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer DLC, but the DLC is with like real companies kind of come into it. So it'd be like Target DLC or like Pier 1 DLC, IKEA DLC. So like what this would mean is that like actual furniture, like home decor stuff, like from like Target, IKEA, Pier 1, places like that, like you could get that in the game. So it'd be like, oh, like you have, it'd just be like real items, but like made into like game items. Yeah, Animal Crossing style. Because like that's all I want to do with my life, I realize. So I love going to Pier 1 and Target and looking at all the cute stuff and being like, oh, I want these plate sets. Or like, there's like, I'm really into, I think it's called Threshold, like that Target brand.
Oh, I love
like all their stuff is so like classy looking and beautiful, and I'm like, see, I could put that in my Animal Crossing homes, and that'd be fun.
So
and
cute.
And I feel like at first I'm like, well, this idea is kind of crazy and wouldn't really work, but I think it could work because I was like looking into Animal Crossing history at one point. I was watching a video on Metal Jesus Rox's channel that had like Kelsey Lewin on it, and she was like running through all of the Animal Crossing history and showing some of like the weird like merch with Animal Crossing or accessories or like expansions and stuff. Like any of like amiibos, all that stuff. And she mentioned that like have like the like Animal Crossing when it's like in the Japanese Animal Crossing is like different than the American one in the sense that like the holidays are different and stuff. Like we have like the American holidays like 4th of July and like other things. And one thing that's in one of the Japanese Animal Crossing games, I don't know if it's like was a DLC or an add-on or anything later, but like they had like 7-Eleven like slushie machines was a thing they had because apparently 7-Eleven is really big in Japan.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, that's cool, but also like with that idea, like we could maybe bring other corporate things easily into like American Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. So yeah, I thought that would be fun. It would work in the other regular Animal Crossing games as well, but I picked Happy Home Designer because that one is like all about designing your spaces.
That's the whole point.
So the BS of Happy Home Designer, that was my first experience with Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, which is a weird way to start. But my beef with it is that you can't make your own home. I want to make my own home.
Really?
Yeah. You just make other people's homes. I want to make my own home too.
Oh.
But
you never played Happy Home Designer.
It's cute though because you make other people's homes, but you also make like I've only played a couple hours of it, like maybe like 5 or maybe more. I don't know. Time kind of melts away when you're like picking your little flowers and stuff, but you also get to like design a school. Like I have to make my little school, and I have like all yeah, it's very cute, and you get to customize your avatar quite a bit, which I liked a lot. Which I hope they do for the next Animal Crossing game. And then my other quick one is also DLC. It's Super Mario 64 DLC, which obviously you gotta do some port stuff to make that a thing. But and this one's dumb. And it would be like real life paintings. So it'd be like you collaborate with like the Art Institute of Chicago, and like you take like the paintings from their permanent collection and make those paintings that Mario can jump into and then play the levels.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I don't know what are some good paintings for that actually off the top of my head, especially because they're all like, well, not all the paintings in the Art Institute, but a lot of them are like more like people based, or like the ones that come to mind from the permanent collection. But like with Mario Odyssey coming out and he's like in New York City, I think it could work pretty much fine. But like you'd be able to jump into like oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the painting, but there's like the one with like it's like famous because like the woman has like, this blue ghastly face and it's like a bar and stuff. You like jump into there and like adventure in that.
The one with the pointillism. I was just watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't know if it's still in
Oh,
Chicago.
the one with it's like
the park.
It's a French
like
name.
Yeah. It's like all the pointillism.
It's like I think it's translates to like the afternoon in the park or something like that. It's in French though, so I don't know how to say it. But yeah,
something like that, and it'd be fun because the level would be all in pointillism.
Yeah. So
that'd be cool.
There'd be some good stuff for that. So I want to see that happen. It could be with other paintings. I picked Art Institute because Chicago first thing I thought of. And then my last main one is I've never played Just Dance, so I don't know I don't really know what this would mean, but I want to do it. I had this idea yesterday when I was like hanging out in my kitchen, like doing some work, and I was listening to I made a playlist called Crunksgiving, which was for Thanksgiving. It was like we're gonna listen to crunk music all of Thanksgiving, and by crunk I mean like just like hood stuff, not like the genre of crunk, just like the feeling of crunk, not like the actual genre. And I was like, rapping along and stuff and get really into it, trying to like kind of wake myself up. And then I'm like, this would be a great like game if this was like Just Dance style. So it'd be like it could still include dancing, but it also include like just intense gesturing, and it'd be like Just Dance, but instead of just being like the pop hits of that year, it's like you have like a future track, or you have like it'd be like Just Dance, like 2000s editions with like hip hop songs. So it'd be like, oh, you have like Ludacris, or like any other of like those major hits, and it'd be like still like a motion game, but it would just like the motions would just be more aligned with like that genre of music than like pop music, which sometimes there's some crossover with that,
Sure.
but not like the level of trapness that I want in this is not is not Just Dance canon, and I really want that to exist. I realize that I like want that game to exist, but also don't want it to exist because I know it'll just get like weird with like I feel like there'll just be a lot of like oddly racist moments in that I don't want to see.
Right.
But like I want this game to exist in a way that's good, and I think it'd be like super fun if that was a thing. So those are my bad game pitches. Like bad
That's
good game
solid.
pitches.
You're making me want to play Just Dance. Like
I've never played it, but I love. So my experience with like dance games are the only one I really really loved, which I could talk about forever, is the Pump It Up.
Oh yeah.
I play that. I go to Dave & Buster's. I fell in love with Pump It Up. It's so good. I love it, but only with like the actual dance thing. I don't want to do it with like a controller, but since I like that, I'm like open to Just Dance.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I know I played it a lot in high school with like my high school boyfriend. Like played Just Dance a lot, and I got good at it. And then like one of my little sisters just got Just Dance like a year ago or something, Christmas, like the newer one. And I play with my sisters, but they won't play with me anymore because I'm too good. And the thing is, the real thing is, I look horrible playing Just Dance. I look awful because they show you the video after. I'm like, wow, it's not good, but I win. So like it's fine. Like I can do all the movements and stuff. I look awful. I don't think Just Dance was ever made to like make you look good dancing. Like you never look like the actual people on the screen dancing, or like people who can do it in real life. But
though I think there's an element to that because I was reading the Kotaku recently-ish posted an article about like the Just Dance Championship. I like tagged you in it, I think, or I tried to tag you in it on Facebook. I put it on our Facebook page or at BitByBit Gamers because I like that on Facebook. Bumped the page. But I was like, I thought because it was like the Just Dance. I was like, I thought Just Reed was the Just Dance champion. Would they count for like the official tournament? They apparently do also count like style, like physical style.
How you add it in while still getting
so that's a component of it.
Yeah. Anyway,
in case you ever want to, take it to that level, go pro.
Yeah, well. So my last pitch is a little weird. It's like this would never fly right now, but maybe in the future it would fly.
Yeah, I just remember what you're going to say. Go ahead.
So I don't know, I don't know why I thought of this, or I think maybe me and my brother were discussing this a long time ago. But it's about VR, it's kind of about how we thought VR would be when we were younger. I guess when we were like little, especially like when the Nintendo Wii first came out, totally didn't understand what the Nintendo Wii was, by the way, when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they were gonna have a Resident Evil game, and I was like, oh, does that mean I'm gonna be like hold like a finger gun or like an actual gun, and like I'll be able to shoot, or like a Star Wars game where I actually like get to use the lightsaber. I thought that's kind of how it was gonna be. It wasn't, but it's fine. And so like in that same era when I was thinking about that, I think me and my brother were thinking about how like where video games were going in the future, and how interesting would it be if in the future, with VR and all the technology and stuff, you actually felt pain in real life when you took damage in the game. Not a lot, not a lot, but a little, like enough to make it like, I don't know, kind of interesting. Like I feel like you'd get so much better, so much more quickly. Well, it's kind of like, it's not that weird. It's not that weird because it's like paintball. Think about paintball. People play paintball all the time, even though it hurts, but you want to be good at it. You play paintball?
No, but I really want to.
It's so much fun. It's highly painful. You get bruises and welts and things like that. Yeah. Also, I'll point out, like the first time I got shot, people was like, I got shot in the boob. It was horrible. I'm just gonna cut it out. I was like, this isn't right, and it was very painful. So I would prepare for that better next time. Anyway, so you have to wear a lot of like clothes and stuff because you don't want to like actually get hit on your skin because it would really hurt. And sometimes the paintballs don't pop, so you're just like it's like getting shot with like a rubber bullet or something. You know, like it's not pleasant. So it's not that weird for me to like point out like in video games we're doing this. People do this for recreation all the time already. It's just like it seems a little bit kind of like shock therapy, which is why it seems so creepy.
Okay, maybe.
Video games.
Well, okay, so I'll let you finish.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, because I haven't not an idea based on that, but I think so. When you started describing this before and doing this video, I'm like, I was like looking at the camera. I'm like, no. But I think that would work. So like I've talked about this probably at some point before, and I think I've written about it a little bit before too. Like to me, VR would be best in like arcade settings, and like I saw just a couple like those internet videos of like places that have like the VR arcades where it's like a big empty room, and they literally set it up to be like this is a VR game. Like the whole room is like a VR game because that's one of the issues with VR. It's like, well, where am I gonna put all my little stuff? Like like I move my coffee table. Like it's like kind of there's a lot of issues with VR right now, but I think that would be really good. Like the physical part. Like I don't know how you would do it though. If you could I don't know the tech for that. If you could just attach something and be moving and physically moving, but it'd be cool because like imagine like a VR game that's basically VR paintball almost. Like so it has like the you're shooting like zombies or whatever, and like the pain you feel is like the paintball level of pain. So it's that way it's kind of like more familiar, or like it could be like a like or like maybe like a war game where like instead of the bullets are like paintball ones like level though, and that could be cool. Yeah, because then that'd be like complete immersion. But like sitting like I think when you said this, I pictured you just sitting there with like all these things hooked up to you. But
just getting shocked. No. I just think that would be interesting. That's all. Because for me, one of the things I've always wanted from games, for some reason, well, not all games, just sometimes I want games to feel more like high risk. And that's why I sort of like me and my brother would sort of like create scenarios for ourselves within games that were not built in in order to make it more high risk, like the one live gaming and stuff like that. Because I want it to feel more meaningful. And I don't know that feeling pain while you're playing a video game makes it more meaningful, but it feels more like a physical experience happening in real time. So that was a pretty risky pitch, but it's just something that I always remembered when I was a kid because we really thought this was where we were going. We thought by the time we were like 20, because we were like 12 at the time. By the time we're 20, we're gonna be like be able to like be Jedis and like cops and like just do whatever we want in video games and like use our full body and like we didn't understand the technology at all. So I'm not like blaming the video game universe for not having this yet. I'm just saying like we had very different expectations, and so this reminded me a lot of kind of stuff we talked about when we were younger. So
it's not too far off from like see you and Peter set us up in your apartment, but like once again like an arcade can maybe do it, but like have you ever seen those 4D movies? Like
the ones like supposed to with water and stuff. Yeah, I did one like at a theme park once. I found it very uncomfortable.
Yeah, those so they're normally not good, but
you never know what's gonna happen.
Well, they're also just like I know there was one that I watched like my first one ever was like a regular theater, I think maybe Pure Theater or something like that. And they had like it was a SpongeBob one, and
mine was also SpongeBob. I
think it might have been the same one. They have this thing where on the chair it like punches you in the back.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
That's a horrible idea too, and they should like. I mean, they probably do warn people, but they should warn them better. Because my dad has a back problem.
Also, like my spine wasn't like the right. It just I didn't like.
It would have been like
it was
this.
Good.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just
that was like the distinct memory of me being like this isn't good.
Also, some of my sisters are very short, so like, you get punched in the head or something,
Yeah,
because they were little. Whatever.
That one didn't go well. The water thing was also kind of gross.
Oh yeah.
The smell thing wasn't bad. It like smelled like pickles at one point, and they had like a thing where they have like a little thing by your legs. That's cool.
I don't mind that.
That's fine. Though I think 4D can. This is now getting a little off topic, but I think 4D can work in the sense that like when I went to like Universal Studios in LA, that was those were some amazing like 4D experiences. Like I always thought it was kind of lame.
I haven't been there since middle school. Maybe?
It's so good. I don't know if it's changed a lot since like when you went there, but like I thought it was gonna be lame because I thought it was gonna be just like the SpongeBob thing. And I did watch one 4D movie that was like I think it was Shrek, and it was kind of like that SpongeBob level of entertainment. I'm like, okay. And then, but I went to like the ones that I really enjoyed were the ones that like weren't so much like you're sitting and like physical things are happening. It's like you're like in like kind of roller coaster cart situation and like this thing is moving and there's things happening around you and it
Oh
feels.
yeah, I've done stuff like that.
Those are
Totally
like
nicer.
so good and so immersive and like and then the 4D really works because like my whole body's already like married to the idea of like this is what's happening even though I know it's not real. So like there was like a Transformers ride where you know you're like driving through like the area and there's all these robots fighting and it like looks so it's like I mean it's what I always want Transformers to be and it was super cool and then at one point like this fireball comes at you and you feel like the heat and that's like it's just so well done so so yeah I think it could maybe work in like arcade settings. It's like my response to your kind of like disturbing pitch but like it's like it could work
Yeah.
if you like I don't know if we have the tech to make that work but it could be cool.
So so I guess the bottom line here is if any producers are listening, we have ideas. We're willing to talk. Go ahead and hit us up on Twitter, you know, at BitByBit Gaming. We also have an Instagram account now with the same name, BitByBit Gaming. Thank you, Janet, for setting that up. And then the Facebook is BitByBit Gamers.
Yep.
So we're everywhere. You can get in touch with us. Please do.
Oh, we need questions.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so right now we have about like 109 subscribers, something like that now.
Yeah.
We just recently got over the 100 mark for subscribers.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys watching all our videos. And sort of to celebrate that, we wanted to do like a 100 questions video where we each
like 50 to 100.
50, yeah, because like if 10 people
two,
answer 50,
right?
it's like 100.
Math.
Yeah, you get 100 pieces of information from us collectively. But we need questions, so we put some stuff on social media asking for questions that we wanted to ask here too. If you have any, questions you want to ask us either about like video games or how we game or just like about us as people, as long as it's appropriate, then you can go ahead and leave one of those in the comments or send it to us on one of our social media accounts.
Yeah, and I think by appropriate we just mean like don't be creepy.
Yeah,
and
don't
weird.
be
just don't be creepy and weird ever in general. But
you can ask us personal stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Just like
Send us
don't be
questions.
gross. So
Okay. So, that's about it.
Great. Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.